Right. This is part two of my battle report of my first game against Krzysztof. I got cut off. Sorry about that. So I had deployed my squishy units inside the fortress over here. Lieutenants, trucks, and I had also deployed 2 units of my Gurkhas in there. The remaining Gurkhas were deployed behind the fortress here, so that I could. I think I had deployed 3 units of Gurkhas inside the fortress, one behind, and then I also deployed my one. No, I didn't. I had one Stuart run up here, the armored cars. The final Stuart, it made a run move into the fortress, just ran through the wall to be ready to push that way. And it did that later in the game. So my Gurkhas were all pushing up first, my squishy units behind, and Krzysztof quite soon realized that I was going to be able to push down to his back line without him being able to stop me. So he did something that was quite brilliant. He ran one of his armored cars into this opening here and started shooting. I think he had one round of shots, and then I started charging him. My Gurkhas, it was just an armored car, not a tank as such, so I just up and at it, charged. And I started pinning him. And in the end, he actually died from a fire, but that blocked the exit, so I couldn't actually get my Gurkhas out of this exit, which was quite brilliant. But by then, he was already making the mistake that I hoped he would make. He had deployed his tanks and armored cars into his own deployment zone to counter my push into his deployment zone. I knew I was winning. The only thing is, how much was I going to win? And I make, at this point, this was like round 4 of the game, turn 4, and I make a mistake. I make one mistake. He had by that point pushed his bamboos towards the middle of the board. I had shot at them with my armored cars, but I hadn't killed all of them. I was just killing a few and getting them to run their green tests as they push into the center of the board. And then I thought, well, I'm going to need to get some of my Gurkhas in here out. I'm going to need to run some of them out and start doing something. Otherwise, his bamboos are going to get into my deployment zone. So I ran one unit out so that it could charge. I should not have done that. I should have waited. And that's because what he did next was he rolled for his heavy howitzer, and he rolls a 6. Indirect fire, rolls a 6, lands on me, kills the whole unit. So I'm going to have to shift now my Gurkhas from inside, but because at this point, all of this is mine. He can't get in there, I can't get out. So I started running my Gurkhas back down towards the entrance so that I could actually, if I needed to, push out and attack his bamboo warriors. But that was a bit of a hassle. I had to realign my troops. I had also run up one truck with a lieutenant and a flamethrower team up here to block this so he couldn't get down behind and run into my back line. Again, I make maybe one mistake. He ended up having a bamboo unit over here, and one armored car had run. No, that was the one that had run there. I don't know. He had one armored car blocked there, and then a bamboo unit behind. And I felt like that bamboo unit was pretty pinned if I could just hit it with my flamethrower. So my flamethrower gets out and shoots and misses and runs out. Well, so in the end, I end up pushing the Stuart that had run into this fortress up here, and I shoot his bamboos to death. I also shoot into his back line. We have a few exchanges of combat down here, mostly just killing each other, which was fine by me. And I run, because he is shooting at my jeeps, I run them into his deployment zone right across the middle here as a recce move into cover, because I got hot cover there, so that was perfect. and he can't kill them. He shoots at them twice. He even runs his tank over here down to get them, but to no avail. He can't kill it. So I end up winning quite handily in this first game, quite according to plan. The only thing that didn't go according to plan was that one Gurkha unit getting smashed by a heavy howitzer. Otherwise, everything was as I wanted it, and I had pushed him to do exactly what I wanted. So that was my first game. A good start to the WTC, I think you'll find. Cheers.